So, getting ready to practice here with JJ. He wants to do it pretty much every day before he leaves for the cruise. Um, and he's on his way, but I wanted to start early because I wanted to show the pressure points, I call it, or where to pressure from. And if you had 64 across, I know this looks like a mess, but I'll explain what it means. Pretty much on a 4 and 10, if it hits, you would go to 25. If the 25 hits, you would go to 50. Then you're at the place where you can collect a black chip. So you would have to throw in $2 for 100. All right. Then on a 5 and 9, if you have a $10 5 or 9 and the 9 hits, you go to 25 by throwing in $1. Then from 25, you would go to 50 and you'd bring $10 back to your rack. So after 2 hits, you get your original investment back. Then from there, that pays 70 and you would take it to 75 and you would bring another $10 back to your rack. And then from 75, that pays 105, so you get the black chip right there. So this one I was thinking about changing. This is the one that I think takes too long to get to the black chip. It is the 6 and 8, and the 6 and 8 do hit quite a bit. But I think I would probably go from 12 to 30 to 42 to 90. I don't know, it just seems like that takes too long. If you go from 18, you could go to 30. That pays 35. So you just don't have enough to go to 90. Cuz a 35 or 30, sorry, it pays 35, but 30 pays 35. You can go to 60. That's 42 right there. So I think I took out the 60. But I still think it takes too long to get one. That would take 1, 2, 3, 4 hits to get to 105. What's up, Claude? Claude's in the house. And so I think what I'm trying to do is talk about pressing your bets. From $10, you hit it once and twice, and the third time you get paid 100. So I like that. 3 times, but there's only 3 ways and 3 ways, so 6 ways altogether. And you're keeping them separate. And these ones you're keeping separate. I think if you do these ones together along the way, because if you hit a 6 or 8 and press 1 unit each, you'd be there. Then you threw in $3, you would be there if the 6 or the 8 hit. Then that would pay 35. You could go to 42 on each and bring $10 back to your rack. And then I think from there you'd have to, because that would be 50. I think you'd have to do whichever one hits would have to go to 90. So again, I'd rather skip this whole first hit. I'd rather start at 18 each. But that's a 64. If you had 18, you threw in $3, you're there on 1 hit. Second hit, third hit. So I like that. 3 hits would be better than all of that. So anyway, I'll probably show them that. And so that's 10 ways of the dice. So let me just roll it really quick and see, okay, there's a 6. So if we had 18 and 18 and we threw in $3, we'd have $30 on each of them right now. There's a 3, there's another 6. So now we can have both of them at 42, 7 out. That's usually how it works. So 18, I mean, I like if you press them both because you're not just, I mean, I know the 6 is just hit, but you'd have both shots. So there's a 6. Assuming we're working, we're at now, if we start at 18, we're at 30 each right now. There's another 6, so now we're at 42 each. Now an 8 can hit, okay, an 8 hit, and now the 8 is at 90. And there's a 3, and there's a 9, 7 out. So, and that's the hard part, is that was however many hits, and we only brought, I think we brought $10 back. So we lost $2, but we had a $90 8. That could have been really cool. There's a 5. There's an 8. So now we're at 30 each. There's a 6. Now we're at 49 each. There's an 11. There's a 4. There's an 8. So now the 8 is at 90 and the 6 is at 42. Sorry, 42 pays 49. And there's another 4. And there's another 8. So we just got paid 105. 7 out. So see, that would have been worth it on a roll like that. But you never know if you're going to get a roll like that. What's up, Gary? I'm just kind of looking at the pressure that you can put. So like, for instance, let's do the 4. So right now we have the $10 on the 4 and 10. So there's a 7. There's a 9, 8, 6, 10. So the 10, I guess I could do these rolls and like see where each one would be. There's a 7 out. So I think that's the trick here, is coming out 10. Point is 10. Here we go. 6. Now, if we start at 18, we're at 30 on the 6 and 8. There's a 5. 5 goes to 25. There's a 10. 10 looks like a quarter. All right, here we go. 9 and 8. So now 8 and 6 are both 42 each. And there's a 9. 9 is a quarter. I should have some buttons to keep track of this. Sorry. All right, I know this is a quarter, this is a quarter. And I know these are here. And I don't think we hit the 4 or 5 yet. There's a 10. Point is 10. And 7 out. So I think that's tough because you have all this opportunity, but even though you have a lot of opportunity, you have to get so many hits before you collect, if you're going to collect at the black level. So let's see. Let's do it with, we're putting these up top. So starting with 18, going to 30. There's a 2, 5. Point is 5. 5. Okay, so 5, we throw in $1, it goes to a quarter, so that's where the 5 is. There's a 9. And there's an 8, so now the 8 and the 6 are at $30. We throw in $3 on an 18 and 18. There's a 10, so the 10 is at a quarter. And there's a 5, so the 5 pays 35, we're taking it to 50, and we have our original investment back, at least on the 5. And there's a 6, so now they're both going to 42 each before we collect. There's another 6, so now the 6 goes to 90, and we've collected. So let's see where we go here. 9. So the 9 is at a quarter. And 3 and 2, 3, 5. So here we go on the 5, and it's a 7 out. So we didn't hit it here. Going from 50 to 90, we brought some back, but overall, we would be out of money. Like, I mean, we wouldn't have got our money back, our original investment. Just like that. All right, so I know they'll be coming in just a second. I'm gonna roll one more out, and then they're gonna practice the light and the darkness strategy. All right, so here we go, and then I'll check the chat after this. All right, 5. Here we go. 9. So the 9 looks like a quarter by throwing in $1, and it's 7 out. Man, so that's 18, 28. Sorry, 36, 46, 56, 66, $76. $76. Crazy. But I'd rather do 76 than 64. Let me check the chat, and then we'll get into jumping, rolling around with some other stuff. Claude, thank you so much. I think a better strat is collecting 49 on each and then pressing from there on a monster roll. Yeah, collecting at that instead of trying to get to the black. Yeah, probably finally caught a live. No commercials. Oh my goodness. I can't imagine how many commercials there would be in a live stream or a really long video. That could be a lot. Oh my goodness. Oh man. All right, let's see. Josh is in the house. Gary's in the house. Claude is in the house from Cowboy Valley and Timberline Junction Model Railroad. You can check out that YouTube channel. So I would say, and thank you so much. Yeah, on a roulette. So we have roulette for our members. So I have member-only videos where I do talk about roulette. And yeah, commercials lose viewers. You're right on that. That's the tough thing, because I have YouTube Prime, so I don't see commercials. So I could watch videos. I just don't know how many commercials I would have seen. But going up to the YouTube Prime or Premium or whatever is nice to not have commercials. All right, I thought they'd be in here by now. Let me roll one more out. Okay, 76. $76 investment, 76 across. These are our pressures. Let's see what happens here. There's a 6. Point is 6. 5.
All right, Brian, our time is limited.
Time is limited. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So let me show you what I was doing here, and we'll
Gotta go quick. Now we have 45 minutes.
Oh, 45 minutes. That's perfect.
Or less, 30.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yes. Claude gave a super chat.
Oh, of course so nice.
So we have a 6 here. We're starting with $76. I was showing JJ the pressure. This would be the pressure amounts. And so we really try to make it simplified.
We need a stack of money for this guy.
Yeah, I'll get it for you. All right, so 8. So each one of these is $18. If an 8 hits, we're throwing in $3, and now both of them are at $30. Okay? Then another 6 hit. So now each one of these are at $42, and the puck goes off. So here we go. 12, 7, 3, 9. So the point is 9 and 7. Man, can't get past those rolls. It's the sevens that always. All right. Is Elisha playing too?
Yes.
Okay, here's Elisha's, here's JJ's.
Set me up, man.
You could go over there.
I can't go over there. No, he needs to be over here so he could do the comment thing. He's really good at it.
Okay. Here, see this right here, how this moves up right here?
Elisha might have to be over here too.
Yeah, you should be on this side so you can see how.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Elisha, you should be over here.
That's Elisha, folks.
No, this is bad, Elisha. This is Elisha.
This is
Excuse me, sir.
well, at least I was able to set the camera for me. You're a little bit taller than I am, but we will see.
Am I gonna be in the shot if I lean over all this? I am.
Okay, so
I need money.
I know you'll get money. How much you want?
Same as us, bro.
The same as them.
Too far that way.
I'm doing the $1,000 thing, man. It's my
Okay.
new bankroll on every cruise we go on.
Is it?
Yeah.
How do you know?
$1,000 bankroll. Because you said I want black chips. Why ain't give me no black chips?
I am going to give you black chips. All right, so we're getting Amber some money here because she wants to play
He said that.
as well. And
That's nice. Jeff said, come on, Gigi, get that cruise. We're practicing. We're practicing. Get him, Amber. I will. Sir.
here you go, Amber.
Thank you. I like when the dealers hand it over to you.
Yeah. All right, so
That's not the kind of casino.
use your photographic memory to screenshot this. I'm just playing. Oh, you're gonna actually shoot it with a camera.
I don't know what I was shooting, but
All right.
okay,
So this is all the pressure that we were talking about to press your bets. Because when you play the light and the darkness, you want to treat every roll like it's a monster roll because you're just going to break even. And so you have to decide when you're going to start collecting. You have to press until you start collecting. Now, I was rolling this out just practicing and I can never get to the I got to $90 on the 8, but I never collected a black chip. So Claude was saying that it might be best to collect at the 42, collect $50 at least. Try to collect $50 once you get to the 42. So it might be good to collect at the second level, at the $50 level.
I'll be the first shooter.
So instead of trying to get to 100 to collect, maybe collect when you get to a $50 level, okay?
Okay.
All right, so can you check and see if she's in the shot when she was standing like that? It's fine.
I can stand back. I'm sorry.
Who's shooting?
I am.
Oh, Amber's shooting.
I
Okay.
haven't been able to shoot for a long time.
She's starting this time. She's like, I'm shooting this time. So, all right, here we go. Amber, you're going to have to just forget your phone call. And it is a 9. So the point is 9. Okay, now you guys are starting with 140 out on the don't pass, right?
100 on the 9.
100 on the 9, okay.
100 on the 9.
So you're going to string bet this the first few
12 on the
times.
6 and 8? Or is it 18?
18 on the 6 and 8.
How much more do I need?
Can I do 100 on 9?
The only time you don't do 6 and 8 at 18 is if it is a 6 or 8.
Oh, really?
So I
yeah.
couldn't do a $30 6 and 8?
So it's at 18 then?
That puts me over.
Yes.
What's my end?
So here, just count it out so you know what it
Can
is.
I do 100
Okay.
on the 9? Can
100
I do
on the
a
9.
$30 6 and 8 and a $10 5?
So you're going over
Yeah.
a $10 5, no filled? Okay, so what you have here is you have, if the 7 comes, you get 140 of
So would that
your
be 18?
150, 60, 70, 80
So I'm over by $30. Or
by
34.
by $40. Yeah, you're playing for $40. And a lot of people, they'll do 44 inside and they're playing for $40 too. If the 7 comes, they'll lose $40. If the 7 comes, you'll lose $40, right? But the difference is you have over a $200 average bet on the table, and you're only risking $40.
18 on the 6 and 8. Did I do that right?
Yeah, go ahead and count it out, and then give it to me in correct change.
25.
Yeah, no, count it out. Give me three reds and
Why
three
can't I
white.
give you a green one?
Because I want you to see what it looks like, so I want you to know what it looks like when you send it
You're
out.
doing it $18.
So with that,
What are you doing? You're moving.
you know that's 36, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 136 that you have 140 and 136. But you also won't be having the 5 covered or the horn numbers.
You put the 10 out there on the 5.
What you can play for a little bit more, like Amber's
18
playing
on the
for.
8, 18 on the 6, 10 on the 5.
Okay.
What?
And you put 5 here?
Yeah.
Okay. So
So
this
I should be
is
playing for $10 right now, right?
you're playing for $11. Yeah.
Right. The ones.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. That's
Does
pretty
Elisha
good.
set yet?
No. 18 on the 6. And the what?
18
18 on the 8.
18 on the 8.
10
Yeah.
on the
I
5.
did 10 on the 5. And
10
I
on
did
the
5
5.
on the field. That you just put there.
Okay. Now, what we were just talking about, and I know you guys weren't here, but everybody
So
was
he
in the
says
chat,
max
we were
18
talking
on
about
the 6,
is
it won't
if
break
you have
even.
$18 here,
That's why. Until the 5 comes up.
if you have $18 on the 6 and 8, and it hits either a 6 or an 8, throw in $3, and then it'll be $30 each on the 6 and 8 right away. Then when it hits again, you can collect. I always recommend never to collect the first hit, because you're not playing for one hit. You're playing for more, okay? Here we go. We're all set. Dice are out. And it's an 8, okay? So an 8 hits. Let
Do I
me...
wait for you pay me?
Yeah.
No.
Well, you could say.
Okay, so you get this. So she's
Make
different.
My 6 and 8 up 1 unit.
Now make my 6 and 8 look like 30
Look
each.
like 30 each.
Okay?
You give him
You give
$3.
me $3.
And you say make my 16 look like 30 each.
Make my 6 and 8 look like 30 each.
Okay, great. Now, if a 6 and 8 hit again, you're just going to say same bet, okay? So you're going to do press and collect, press and collect. So right now, you're going to just say same bet if a 6 and 8 hit again, okay? All right. Dice are out.
So now we're paying for a $16.
And it's a 6. What are you going to say?
Same bet.
Collect. What is that?
Same bet.
Same bet.
Meaning you're leaving this the same bet.
So they're just going to pay you.
They're just going to
Same
pay
bet.
you, okay? So what that does is that gives you $35 and $35. Okay.
Can I get increase
No.
5 1 unit?
Yes, if you'd like, yes.
I would like.
Press
I
in
wanna
the
press
5
my
1.
5-1 unit too.
Press your 5-1 unit.
Yeah, me as well. Press my 5-1.
Okay. All right. So the next one, the next time your 6 and 8 hit, you're gonna say make them both look like 42 each. Okay.
With our winnings.
Yeah, with your winnings. You don't have to throw in any money or anything. It's easier for the dealer if you throw in $2, because they're gonna pay you a quarter.
When you're going up to the 30.
Yeah. All right, dice are out. And it's a 5. 5. Good pressure on the 5.
Good pressure on the food.
So the 5's going to pay 21. Okay. You
Should we
could
go up on the 5?
you just press the 5 so you could collect. You could press, then collect, press, then collect. I would want to get this to a quarter as fast as
Can
possible.
you make my 5 look like 25?
Make my
Okay.
5 look like 25.
Okay.
Make my 5 look like 25.
Okay. But remember, you only collected. You haven't. So the idea is you're pressing, then you're collecting. So the next one you collect, or you can make it look like 35 and collect a quarter on your next hit. Because then it pays 49. 42 pays 49. So you're gonna want to get it to 35 and 42. That's where you want to get it. Okay. Here we go. And it's a 10, hard 10. It's a field, pay the field kind of 10.
So I can put that on my 5?
If you'd like, yes.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay. All right. And it's a 9, winner 9.
Winner.
Okay, so you're gonna win in the field. First thing is winning in the field. Then you're gonna lose your don't pass, but each one of them pay 140, so you get it back. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Puck goes off. Now, you actually made the point more valuable than the don't pass because you pressed all your money out here. So now you're at the
stays, 'cause we
Yeah.
yeah, it all stays here. So the 7 would have just got your money back, but now you have more money out here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, dice are out, coming
You
out.
have something in the field?
Nope, because it's a come out roll.
Okay, it's a 6
Back on
this
the
time.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's a 6.
Make my 6 look like 120 from my 9.
Okay, so this is gonna where you're gonna get some money back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to do the same thing.
I'm
He's going to do the same thing.
Okay, so give me, just to make it easy for me right now, you don't have to do this for the dealers, but see how I'm gonna take this and it's 125. All I need is just give me $15. Yeah, there you go.
That one's here.
Sorry, one more. Oh,
I'll give
okay,
you 15.
there you go. So if you give me $15, it makes it easy because then I
But
could
the
just
dealer- you
I
don't
could
do
just
that
give you
really.
that quarter back. Yeah, that's just to make it easy for me right now. Thank you.
And then can you put 10 on my 9?
You don't. You can get the 9 in the field. You don't have to be on the 9 right now. But all right, here we go.
Actually, double if you want.
And that is a 5. 5. So this is the difference of, because you guys lost the field, but it pays, well, for you, it pays 35 and 35, okay? So the difference of a quarter. Okay, and then Amber, you have 35, so throw in $1, and you're gonna get 50 for 1, okay? And you lose your field. See, that's a great place to collect. 50 for 1 is a great place to collect. This one has to get to 42 for it to be 50 for 1. Now, you don't have a field.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. And there's a 12 double in the bubble. Now, there's 2 things I would do whenever you get a 12 or a 2 and you're in the field. I would either use this money to get a 4 and 10 or a 9 and 10 or a 9, you know what I mean? Or,
Can you press my 5 and 9, get my 9 for 10?
okay, very nice, very nice. Getting that 5 to 35 and then getting a 9, very nice.
Can you press my 5, 10, and then 10 on 9?
10 on 9,
Can you
okay,
place me
that's
on the
good.
10? I'm going to do a horn high midnight.
Okay, you're on the 10 and you want a horn high midnight. Okay, that's the other option that I would do. If I have extra money from a 2 or 12, I would get a little bit here, but I'd also play on the horn high. Horn high yo is what I usually do. All right, there's a 4. 4. So there's that and that and
Hey,
that.
you get a
Oh, sorry. There we go. So here we go. Dice are out. So you guys collecting, pressing. There's a 9. So this is nice because what you want to do with
press
these,
my 9 1 unit, or do we want to take those at 25?
the next level is 25 by throwing in $1. Okay.
Okay, well, we get paid in the field, and we get paid. So we take our
Yeah.
field,
So just throw in $1 and say make it look like a
make
quarter.
it look like a quarter.
Make it look like a
Oh,
quarter.
with this?
No, right
With
here.
what you got paid from.
Make it look like a quarter.
Yeah. Okay. So this, now you're pressing, and now these will pay 35. You collect a quarter and you make them look like 35. So you kind of switch. 25 pays 35. You're taking the 25 back and you're getting 35, and then it pays 49. So this pays 49. This pays 35. This pays 35. Okay. So a 9's a good number for you right now. And there's a 5. 5. So no field 5. Throw in $1. Because you're going to get 50 for 1, 50 for 1, 50 for 1. So that's a $40 win for you right there, okay? Pretty good. Now remember, you have to replace your field. All right, here we go. Dice are out. And it's a 7 out. 7 out. Okay,
Not bad.
so everything comes down. You get 1, That's 120. And here is 140, 140, and 140. So you each get 140 back. So pretty good run, don't you think?
Yeah.
And the difference is, instead of doing same bet and just collecting like $10 at a time, wasn't it better to get $50 for one? That's a very good payout, you know what I mean? Okay,
I'm up 275 at a rough look for me.
so you're up about $275.
Yeah.
Okay, just on that little roll.
Yeah.
That's great.
Talking to me?
And okay, so now we're gonna have. Are we gonna go around this way?
However you, they could shoot or whatever.
Yeah. So Elisha, you'll shoot next.
Yeah, I don't know.
How much am I supposed to have again?
So 140 is what you have out.
You
on
started with
class.
$1,000.
And
You have 140 here. Yeah.
Love you too.
Love you.
So do I need to?
Be safe.
And you're just hoping a 7-11 lose right here. 2-3 win. 12 is a push. You're hoping for a 4 or 10. That's the best point you can get right now. So go ahead and pick 2. And go ahead. All right, there's a 9. So the point is 9. So 9 is
9 for 100.
$100 on the 9. Yeah.
$100 on the
So $100 pays 140, and that gives you 40 more dollars to use.
which means we're at the $18 level.
You always do 18 on the 6 and 8 unless it is a 6 and 8 as the point.
So you want me to do 15. I do 18 on the 8 and 18 on the 6.
Yes. This is what's called
and
string
10 on
betting,
the 5.
and
18 on the 8.
the dealers are learning, so they won't
on 5.
they won't be upset about it.
Some might.
Some
because they've
might.
done it.
But the idea is giving them correct change is a better way to, if you're going to string bet,
Especially if
giving
they're
it to them where all they have to do is put it up there
100 on
is
the
way
9.
better
$30 6 and 8, $10 5.
than this. But see, she's not string betting. She's putting it out all at once.
But I made it easy.
$100,
$30 6 and 8.
$30 6 and 8, and 10 on the 5. Wow, quick change. That makes it very nice for the
welcome.
dealer. All right, dice are out. I'm putting it over here so you can just
You
throw
got
it
a
that
super
way.
chat for $10 for your table.
Ooh, $10 for the table. I'm
Oh,
trying
we
to get a
forgot our field.
craps table. All right, everybody forgot the field, so that was no roll. Oh, sorry, I'm used to just. There's a 12. Finally,
That
got
makes
the.
up for our loss in the field. guys.
Yeah, that makes up for that loss in
I'm
the
gonna do it
field.
Hardway midnight.
There you go.
And then can I make my? Actually,
My 5 up 1.
yeah, take my 5 up 1 unit.
Take my 5 up 1 unit.
There you go. So 15 pays 21. That means you can have 10 in the field. If you had 10 in the field and $10 on the 5, the only difference would be $4. It's
Tyson Kennedy.
not really worth it. All right, there we go. Oh, Tyson Kennedy?
Yes.
Thanks, Tyson. Tyson, a new member, right? A member as well, right?
Yep.
5. We got the 5.
They're
So
excited to see how your guys' cruise goes.
the difference is $11. Let me give you one more. But see how I didn't take the field? I just showing you
Can
the
you make
difference.
my 5 look like
Yeah.
25?
5 looks like a quarter. Anybody else want to do that right now or no?
I was going to collect.
Yeah,
You can
fuck.
collect.
I'll do that.
You'll do it?
Make my 5 look like 25.
All right, everybody's going for it. All right, dice are out. And it's a 9. Winner. Winner. Okay, so let me show you
So we get paid
again. Yeah, you're going to get paid in the field. You're going to lose your don't, but your 9 pays your don't. So these come back, they'll take them away, then they'll give them back to you.
Take your field
okay?
away because it's a come out roll.
All right, now it's a come out roll. The puck is off. So hopefully we get a 4 or 10. That's the best one. There's a 12.
Well,
That's a push, okay? Nothing happens. That wasn't a bet. That was from last time. All right, here we go.
lucky I'm honest.
And it's a 7. All right, so 7. You lose, you have 140,
This is
okay?
where it gets painful, guys.
1 out of 6 rolls on a come out you usually would lose, but but if you made 200 on that one roll that only had one come out,
I did 5
you
grand.
know you're up right now, and you have more money out here too. So you know you're not, you haven't lost below your $1,000 bankroll. So go ahead, roll the dice. Yeah, it was a come out roll.
Like a 3.
7 again. All right. So pretty much in 2 rolls, there went all your profit that you won. You know what I mean?
I don't rub it in.
But just like
Because this next one's gonna be a
it
super
can
long
come
roll.
to you as fast as it can leave.
A 3
Okay.
is good for us. We want a 3.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Gentle.
There's a 9. We're back out on the 9. That makes it easy, right?
9.
And now you're in money making mode because you already have this pressed. Remember, if a 6 and 8 press, you throw in $3.
Dice are out.
There's a 9.
Winner, winner.
All right, so you did win a little bit there. All right, but now you're just gonna have to be coming out again. Coming out, and it's an 8. Okay,
Okay.
so the point is 8 this time. So now,
Make
that's
that 8
120.
120 from my 9.
was this here right now? That wasn't there on the.
Sorry. Was it there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, on the come out roll. Okay,
Oh.
so
Make my 8 look like 120 from my 9.
okay, so give me a quarter. Those of you that are at $18, sorry, give me a nickel. Sorry, and I'm gonna give you this back. Okay, and that just makes it easy like that for me. Okay.
Can you make my 8 look like 120 from my 9?
Yeah, and then so you can give me 15. There we go. There we go. So
Can you put 10 on 9?
see how everything, you're leaving all this here? You can reset if you want, but I would just leave it here.
I
If you
want to split up my 5. Can you make my 5 look like 15 and my 9 look like 10?
okay.
Can you make my 5 look like 15 and my 9 like 10?
I'd
Yeah,
rather
is that what
split-
you like to do? I wouldn't recommend that, but
I know he wouldn't, but I'd like
the
to
reason
build
why I
back
don't
up.
recommend that is because you got a $10 win here on the 9.
I didn't even
then you
say
put
that.
it-
What are you
and
saying
then you're-
about that? I never said to change anything.
Okay,
Just
okay.
kidding.
That's fine.
No,
Keep
go
it
ahead.
then.
Go ahead.
No, change it back. Change
No,
it
go
back.
ahead.
I'll change
Okay,
mine back.
JJ will stay like that.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to field?
Yeah. Oops.
All right, and you're the shooter, right?
Correct.
Here we go.
Just tap.
Just tap. Okay, 2. Double in the bubble. All right.
Can you make my 5 look like 25?
Oh, you're just
10
putting
on
it
my
back
9.
now?
Can you make my 5 look like 25?
Oh, you put it back now,
10
huh?
on my 9.
I sure did.
And now, look, everybody's in the same spot there. JJ, slow and steady, wins the race sometimes. All right,
Down there.
here we go.
No, only one.
Dice.
There's 2 down there.
Dice are out. And so this is different because usually if a 6 hits, a 6 or an 8, you would throw in $3 and take it to 30. What you're going to do is you're just going to take it to 30. 7.
Sorry, guys.
7 out.
Okay.
So,
Okay, we got a little bit, I think. Well,
Yeah, we made some money.
how do you pee?
You just say I gotta use the restroom. And then watch your stuff.
so you get your 140 back.
Here's yours, JJ.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Okay, JJ's the shooter now.
Now, they are not going to pay you from the money that's here. They're just going to pay. They're
They're
going
gonna
to
collect
take this,
everything.
then they'll pay you that.
So take everything off that needs to be taken away and then pay what needs to be paid.
I'm just taking it from there just so you can kind of see what money you left on the table, but you got a good refund, you know, a good rebate.
So hit the table, then the back.
Yeah, whenever you throw the dice, you never want to hit the back wall first. You want it to hit the table first, then the back wall. You don't want to like throw it straight into the wall.
Hey, man.
Sorry about that. That's a good example. We're gonna have you pick from new dice. Ideally, if you can, it depends on how the table is, but if you can hit the table without hitting these spikes, or hit the back wall without hitting these spikes, meaning hit it like that, like right there,
Put it all
boom,
on the 7, good lord.
is pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. So I don't know. I
Jerry
think
gave you $10 for the table fine.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I think, and maybe somebody could give us their opinion in the chat, and Amber will monitor it right now. But I'm of the opinion that you want the dice to not roll around a lot or roll around a lot, like, but nowhere in between. So the idea is have them go and stop would be great. Have them go and like roll for a very long time would be great. But having him like do like this kind of middle roll.
Then the 3
Your new
become.
number's 3, JJ.
It is. You're right.
Oh, so all right, you ready?
Yeah.
So he's picking 2, and
Edward
then
says you don't want any rolls.
you don't want him to roll a lot. There's a, is that what he's saying? That you want him to kind of roll and stop?
Got
That's a
6.
6.
Okay, everyone.
Yeah, he's just saying you don't want to roll. And then, I don't remember Cowboy Valley. What's his name?
Claude.
Claude.
120
Man.
on the 6.
He says when he gets to the table, you need to have everyone over and do craps party.
Yeah, let's
That
do
sounds
it.
Fun to me.
Let's do it.
Wait, how do I do this?
Roll and stop.
So I'm only doing the 6 and 8?
5 and 6 at the minimum. So you're doing
Oh, this is when you do
10,
12.
12, and $5 in the field. If it's a 6 or 8, you're at the minimum.
Can I do 12 on my 8 and 10 on my 5?
Can I do,
Yeah.
is it 120 on the 6?
Yes.
I want to do a $30 8 and a $15 5. I know I'm over.
Oh yeah. So Amber's playing for a little bit more money. So you put out. So you're
So when I'm
playing
a
for
roller, I can take as long as I
$35.
want to play
So
first.
Amber put out more
do
money,
secrets?
so she's
Yeah,
playing
you do,
for
you will.
$35.
People may be
This
bothered
one,
and harass you,
6.
blah, blah, blah.
What's that?
Not
just
not
big.
on 6.
I'm
It's not on
slow.
5.
Edward sees you
5?
have to set the dice
Yeah,
to
this one
minimum
on-
rolls.
What is that? 8?
12, 8?
12.
Sorry, 12 on 8. All right, cool. Perfect. All right. All right, so you're at the $10 level here?
Shoot
Is everyone ready?
No, wait, just for a second. You're at the
I'll be
$10 level, Elisha.
Everyone ready?
If you're at the $10 level, it pays 14. So if you're at the $10 level here, you don't want to be the $10 level here. Only 5.
You bump one of them up.
And on the Royal Caribbean ship, just in case anybody's watching, the field they treat like a prop bet, so it's a $1 minimum in the field. So, but we're doing 5. All right, there we go. Dice are out, and it's a 1-1. It's a snake eyes,
Go.
double
the
in the
bubble.
bubble.
You place me on the 9. I'm going to do Hornheim midnight.
So should I take up my 5 or collect? Because I can't
I
take
would-
up my 8, right?
Yeah, you want your 5.
Can you take up my 5 1 unit?
You can throw in $1 and take up your 5 and 8. Yeah.
Take up my 5 and 8.
Yeah, 5 and 8, 1 unit each.
So do
Now you
think-
could go to $10 here.
Do you think I should wait to collect again before I go to 10, or just go to 10?
That's why we're doing this strategy, is because you have to decide when you want to collect.
I like press collect, so I'm getting something every time.
Yeah, exactly. She likes to. There's a thing called ABC, always be collecting. So always bring something back to your rack. But there's also press, collect, regress. But we don't have to worry about regressing with this system because that's our coverage for the regression. So the idea is press, collect, press, collect, press, collect. You can alternate, okay? So just think about that. Whenever you're pressing, you just press, the next one you should collect. Here we go. 8.
Nice.
And that
The
is,
question is
so this one, just on the 8, you just pressed, so you're gonna collect, okay?
Unless I should just take my 8 up.
You could take your 8 to 30. So the difference is
So it's
$11.
at 12 right now? No, I took
It's-
it up once.
yeah.
What did he hit?
18? I hit 8.
The difference is $11.
not for me.
And
Oh,
Amber,
okay.
the difference is a quarter. There you go.
So can you take up my 8 1 unit?
1 unit,
What I
Or to
think is-
30?
you want to go to 30.
Take my 8 to 30.
Okay.
So it's 12, 18, 30.
Yeah. So it's gonna take this. You're gonna have $6 change. Actually, a little bit more.
What did you say, JJ?
Take my 8 to 30.
I take my 8 to 30.
Okay. So yeah, you're getting $9 back, but you had $10 here, so
Yeah.
it's costing you $1. But you're just collecting or pressing right now, not collecting.
Yeah.
So
I'll collect right now.
all right, here we go.
It stays at place.
Stays in place. All right, there's a 10. So that's a 10
Nice.
filled hit. 10 on the end. All right. So now you guys are collecting because you just pressed. Okay. And it's a 9. That's a 9. So now, remember, you just collected. So now what are you going to do?
You need to pay me my 9.
Yeah, give me $1.
Do you think I should take out my 9 or take
you-
out my 5?
Can you make my 5 look like 25?
I would always press the 5, 6, and 8 before I get a 9 because I would want this to be at a quarter.
Take my 5 to 25.
Make my 5 look like 25.
Make my 5 look like 25.
Because this would win 25, 25. That would win 10. So you could win 10 or $25. But now the next number, the next pressure would be your 9. Unless you want to pick a number and go with it, you can just say, I want to keep pressing the 8. I'm going to just keep pressing the 8, you know, however you feel. But let's see where we're at here. And it's a 2. Double in the bubble. And Amber's doing a horn high
How do I-
My
midnight.
9 for 10.
9 for 10.
9 for 10.
9 for 10.
Can you
Okay.
make my 9 look like 15?
9 looks like 15. Okay. Dice are out, and you got a horn high midnight. Okay. And it is a midnight. All right. So double in the bubble.
Wow.
And whenever you have a horn high midnight or any horn bet or hardway bet, just wait for them to pay out all of the people. Then the stick person will pay out these. Because a lot of times people are like, hey, I have a hardway. Hey, I have that. Hey, I have that. It's like, okay, hold on, just wait. And you're going to get paid right there. So the way this works is it was $2. It was 1, 1, and 1, right? So that was how she spent her $5. Horn high midnight is $4 with a high on the midnight. So $2 on the midnight. That pays 60 minus 3, right? So what is it?
57.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Can you make my 9 look like 25?
9 looks like a quarter. And that
And then-
stays. Your bet stays there. You don't want
Yeah.
pressure on your bet?
No, I don't. And then my question though is what do I need to take my 8 to?
$12. You add $12 to it. You want it to be 42.
To make my 8 look like 42.
Now it pays
50 every time you give $1.
it pays 50 for 1, yes. All right, go ahead. Dice are out. You sure you don't want to pressure your horn bet? All right. 5. Good thing you didn't pressure it. I'm just playing. All right, so you lose the field, but the difference is a quarter, okay? So
So if I'm taking up
Yeah.
my
so
8,
the
does it have to
difference
be
is a
2
quarter.
units? Is this how I would take up my 8
Yep.
to the next level?
Yep, you would add
Wait,
12 to it. It's 30,
42?
42. Yeah, make my 8
make
look.
my 8 look like 42.
Sure.
Got it.
Make my 8 look like 42.
Got it. So did you see how you collected some money there?
Yeah.
Do you know how much you collected?
Okay.
$13.
Oh yeah, because I spent.
Okay.
Yeah, because you put in 12, but you had a quarter, right? All right, go for it.
It's in your refrigerator?
And it's a 6. That is the point, right? That is the point. Point it. Okay, so you're going to lose the filled bet, and then these are going to be a push, okay, because that pays 140. Puck goes off, okay, and now we're going to start over again. All right,
So it's kind
Okay, cool.
come out roll. Here we go. And it's a 10. 10 on the end. That's the perfect. The 4 and 10 is perfect. So throw in $3 and say,
you have to buy it.
from my 6.
From my 6, buy my 10 for 75.
Is that the
Boom!
number?
There you got it.
Can you do the
You
same
got
thing
it.
for me?
From
I
my
But look-
6, buy
look
my
at-
10, 75.
You have to put in $3.
Will you play for me?
Here's $3.
Okay.
It'll be good. Just
So
for me.
look, this is what's happening. I want you guys, don't be distracted. This money right here is the money that you had on your 6, okay? So make it look like 42. So
make
you,
my 6 look like
yeah, you
42.
could throw in some money for them. So there's 40.
Listen to
Make
me.
my 6 look
There
like
you go.
42.
Do the
Okay.
same thing for me.
42.
Do I need to give
Did
you
you
3
take?
bucks?
Did you take money?
I did.
Nice.
Can you buy my 10 for 100?
100.
From isn't that what it's supposed to be? 75. Sorry. And what's my
25,
6?
100, 120.
And give me $2.
I just give you $3.
Yeah, I know.
What's my 6 at?
Your 6 is at 42. Your 8 is at
I think
42.
this can happen.
So
I'm
this
gonna-
is
I'm gonna roll.
this is very good. You're at a very good spot.
how
Do
I
you
got
want your
you.
filled?
Yeah, Robert.
Do you want your filled bet or no?
Yeah.
All right. So here we go.
Elisha, I need you to pray
Do you want
for me
your
while I run
field?
this really fast. I want to know what I would do.
I don't want to play for you.
If everybody
Okay, that was one bet after the dice were out. 7. So what happens
rolled
is,
that, though.
yeah.
Count me up.
So whenever the dice are out, no more bets. And whenever somebody does, that usually happens. It's weird how it happens, but it does happen. It's so strange. But it happens, and I see it all the time. So that's why I thought I would point that out. So whenever the dice are out, even if you think you can put money in the real quick, don't do it. If the dice are out, it's too late to bet.
Unless you want the 7 to roll.
Unless you want the 7 in a row. But look, you guys didn't. You lost all the pressure money.
Yeah.
You are breaking even, so it's not too bad, right? Because you are getting 100 and
So if I have to pee on the cruise, what do I do?
in between rolls, like right now, somebody will color up, somebody will buy in. So like right when this happens, and it's
I have to
time
wait for them to
when
pay
they're
me, though.
doing all this collection and everything, and once they pay you, put the money in your rack and say, I'll be right back, and go to the restroom and then come back. It usually takes some time for all of this to happen, as far as people buying in and coloring up and all that kind of stuff. All right, there's 140 back to you. And is that
Watch
because
my
you
step,
really...
I have to go pee. I'm gonna be right back.
I'll be right back. Wash your hands. All right. All right, so but I think you guys are probably overall, I think you're probably up. Do you feel like you're up, or did
have
those
no
two
idea.
come outs? Let's go ahead and give me his money real quick, and I'll see where you guys are. So we had a couple come outs that weren't good, right? So yeah, it looks like you're down a little bit, unless this is all his money. He doesn't have any anywhere else, right?
No.
Follow-up question. When I come back from the bathroom, if they started already,
Yeah,
do I have to
that's
not
a
walk
good
up to the
question.
table, or can I walk up but not play yet?
Yeah, you can walk up if
Because I was here before all your
like
rolls.
if they're playing and stuff and you missed out on one, just stand there and wait for the next round. I was just counting your money to see where you are. So there is 800. So you're down about 100 and let me see, 125 bucks. So
Not bad. I'm getting
yeah,
lots of
but remember
points.
how much money there was right here? So sometimes what I'll do is, if I know I had a couple, remember when you had those come out rolls? And then we got a point established and we left all that money out there? If you get knocked off on a come out roll, that's an indication to just reset and start over. Because
You think
you
for
had, remember you had 140 here
Yeah.
and you lost it?
Yeah.
And then 140 again and you lost it again?
Yeah.
Well, you had 140 here.
Yeah.
Because you bumped it up. Like you had extra money here. So the idea is, if you get knocked off 2 times on a come out, take these down and reset. Okay? You could do it after the first time if you want. Sometimes I'll do it after the first time. If I'm down in my bankroll, I'll do it after the first time and restart. Okay? All right, so what was Mom doing? What's happening?
She went to run Isaiah's food.
Food?
Yeah, he forgot his lunch for work.
Okay, so she's not gonna be back.
He was right over there.
No, he's driving up and she's walking.
Oh, okay. I'll roll now. I'll roll. That way, at least some action's happening. Let's check the chat. You want to check the chat really quick for me? See if there's any chatter.
I'm gonna be done at 3. Which is in 2 minutes.
Okay, last shooter for you.
How do you guys feel about using a CRAPS game app to practice?
I like the okay. So there's a question about using a app, a CRAPS app or CRAPS game app to practice. I think that's fine. I don't trust any random roll generators though. I don't know why, but it seems like whatever you bet on some of them, they'll automatically do the opposite. It's so crazy. Like, you know, it's really weird. Maybe it's just my bias and how I believe, but like it's really strange. It's really strange. So I don't trust the random roll generators. So I'd rather, if I'm gonna practice, I like Crapsy because you can enter in your own rolls. You can have a set of dice and you can just roll them like this and just do your own rolls. So
Learn to set dice first and throw gently to reduce roll variations.
roll variations.
It's good to learn payouts and how to bet, but practice dice control is really important.
Dice control, dice influence, dice control.
Does this work on all brands of cruises?
This is mainly, okay, does this work on all brands of cruises? I don't know if you guys can hear him when he is reading those questions, but this works as a comp system, but primarily we use it on Royal Caribbean. And so everything that I talk about as far as average points and all that kind of stuff is on a Royal Caribbean ship. So, and so dice influence versus dice control. So dice control, this is what a lot of people don't realize about dice control. Dice control isn't that I'm going to take the dice and I'm going to hit a 9, you know, and it's like, oh, it's an 8. You are not a dice controller, you know. That's not what we're talking about. Dice control is how you hold the dice, grip the dice, release the dice, toss the dice, land the dice. It's just having some control. It's having some effort into. You're not trying to necessarily hit a certain number. You're mainly trying to cause and see if you can curve the randomness of the dice of just shaking, rattle, and rolling, right? Or shake and bake, they call it. You're just trying to control that enough or curve that enough. All you need to do is affect it by, you know, not even 1%, which in most cases, people that try can't really affect it more than 1%. But all you have to do is affect it by fractions of a percentage to make a lot of money, okay? And so for me and people that roll with me, they know do not lay the 4 if I'm rolling, because for some reason whenever I roll, I hit 4s a lot when I'm setting my dice and using dice control on release, landing, all of that. So I don't know why more 4s come out, meaning 36 rolls of the dice, there should only be 3 4s. But when I roll 36 times, I have a lot more 4s than I should have. Okay. So I'm rolling, and I think he's done. Is he done? Elisha, are you done?
Yeah, do you want to tell me how many I have?
Well, you have probably the same amount as him.
No, I don't know.
I think you bet it different a few times.
What's it?
Oh, you bet it different a couple times?
Okay.
Yeah, it actually looks like he is not as down as much.
Okay. Where did you just let me know?
So he is down.
Bye, love you.
No, what? How much did I say you were down? 125?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're down 125 too.
How do you know?
Just because I could tell by looking at it.
I just used my greens differently and reds differently.
Yeah. Right on.
Sorry, Mom, I'm all done.
But with this session, you probably would have got about 500
Wait, what did
points.
I get?
We're not done.
You probably would have gotten
Thanks, guys.
You probably would have got 500 points halfway to a
Is this
cruise
mine?
during this session, so that's good.
No, that's mine.
Oh, are you playing still?
1200. Oh, I'm rolling. Here we go. I'm rolling. Dice are out, and it's a 9. Point is 9. All right. Point is 9.
75 on 9.
Sure.
No, it's 100.
Okay. 100.
On my 9. And then 18 on
It's okay. Just throw in
Can I
36.
do 100 on the 9, 30 on 6 and 8, $10 5. I never counted where I was at.
Sorry, what did you say? You said, Amber, you
100
said
on the 9, 30 on the 6 and 8, 10 on 5. I don't know how much I would
18 on a 6 and 8 and 10 on 5.
very nice. Thanks.
Phew, I'm learning.
Yep, that's why we're doing this practice, so that you're more confident when you're at the table. At least you know what you want. You just tell them what you want, and they'll give it to you. Okay.
Yeah, when I say it seems like the kids aren't going to be able to sit at the table long enough. Show them the points that they need.
That was my problem last time.
That was JJ's problem last time. What did you say this time? You're like
5 hours every night.
5 hours every night. How about a 6? All right.
Nice.
So you want to throw in
$3.
$3, yeah. Amber's getting 35.
Press my 6 and 8 to 30.
There's that for you.
Can you put 5 on? I'm going to switch to this side. I'm going to just let go what I would have made over there. Press my 5 1 unit.
Okay.
That's right, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Press my 5 1 unit. Press my 5 1 unit. Oh, did you?
Yep. Now you're in your spot, so you're the second person on this
Okay,
side.
cool.
You're the first person. All right. Here we go. And it's a 10. That's a winner in the field.
Can you place me on the 10?
Take my 5 up 1 unit.
5 up 1 unit. All right, here we go. It's a 5. The difference is for the 5, that's the difference of $16. And for
Can you make my 5 look like 25?
5 looks like 25. All right, here we go. And it's a 9, winner.
Winner, winner.
Winner in the field. And you guys lose, but it's a push. There you go. You get it back. And we're coming out again. Here we go. No 7, no 11. There's a 4.
Yes!
All right. So you got the 4.
4's 50?
What would you like to do?
Make my 475 from my 9.
Can you make my 475 for my 9?
Give me $3.
Me?
Yeah. I'm giving you a
'cause
quarter
you have to
back.
buy it.
Yeah, you have
Can
to
you
buy the
put
4.
25 on my 9?
And 25 on the 9. And are you kind of resetting a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. And it is an 8 hard 8. And
Take my
Wait.
6 and 8 up to 42. Is that
42 each?
Yeah.
Can you take my 6 and 8 up to 42 each?
42 each. Uh, 42. All right. So now you want to have $1 in your hand. So if a 6 and 8 hit, you throw in $1. All right, here we go. And it is an 8. An 8. So this is a good collection. 1 for 50. 1 for 50. You did lose your field though. Keep that in mind. So it's a $40 win. Here we go. And it's an 8 again.
You had more reds, I had more blues. But then he
So-
took his back and then you took yours and added it to him.
$1, please.
I threw it right there. I want green.
I know you do.
Can you make my 5 look like 25?
5 looks like a quarter. Here, give me $10.
Thank you.
5 looks like a quarter. All right, here we go. Dice are out. No more bets. And it's a 9. 9. Can you pass those to me? All right. So the 9 wins in the field.
Can you place me on the 10?
And
10 on my 9.
What do I get from mine?
you get another 35. What would you say with this one?
10? Place me on the 10?
That's going to be a buy bet. You want to take the 10 to a quarter. So
Can I
you,
take the 10 to a quarter?
so you give me $5 more.
$5 more.
Yep.
And $1.
There you, yep, there you go. That's a buy bet as well. And dice are out. No more bets. And it's a 6. Very nice. Do you notice when you get there, you're throwing in $1 every time a 6 and 8 hit, right? The 5, you could put $10 on the 5 when you get a chance. Maybe the next time the field hits, press this or press, you know what I mean, however you want to do it. All right, here we go. And it's a 10. 10, do you throw $1?
I don't have $1.
Okay.
I'm just gonna give you.
So it's going to be,
Are you allowed to give you money?
Yeah, you can.
sorry, let me pay the field first. Usually it's the field first, then
Can you
Take
they
my
pay.
5 up 1, 2,
5 to 35.
5 to 35.
Is that what I want to do too? Is
5
that
to
where you wanna be?
35. That's 1 for 50 right there. 1 for 50. You need 10 more dollars here. You need to bring this up by a quarter next
Can you
time.
take my 9 to?
Okay, there you go. Dice are out. Don't forget to be collecting. There's your 9. Good pressure. Okay, so it's 1 for 50. There's that for you. And then yours is 1. Give me $1 and make it look like a quarter, right?
Make my 9 look like a quarter.
Okay. However, you're also going to get paid in the field. Sorry, I have to do the field first. I would take that and put it here.
What
Okay.
Pressure on my 9.
Yep, now collect. Now you're in collection mode. You don't have a 10 yet, but just collect on the next one. If you can. Let's see. It's a 12. So that's a good double in the bubble collection.
All
right.
midnight.
And you could get a 10, but you know what I mean by collect is take something back to your rack, you know?
10 for 10.
10 for 10. If that hits, you say make it look like a quarter. They'll give you $2, okay? Here we go. And it's a 12 back to back midnights. All right. So double in the bubble. And then each of you will get, what is it, 57?
57.
So there, do you want to do any pressure?
I'm gonna.
You always do
press
pressure.
mine.
Yeah.
One.
Anytime
You
you
don't
have,
always have to. It's better. Yeah, make that go up.
Yeah, what am I supposed to add to that? Is it this?
well, you could throw in $16 and say buy it for a quarter.
I made 10 for a quarter.
Okay, got it. Now, whenever you're on a horn bet and it hits, you never take it down because they'll leave it there, but you should never leave it alone either. Never leave it what
I
it
do
is.
all the time.
You should always pressure or at least double your bet. You just got $50. Make it look like a quarter and take $25 back to your rack. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. It's a 4, hard 4.
Nice,
All right.
winner.
That's the other thing you guys could do is actually, if it's a
Start
4 and 10,
play the
always get the hard ways, and then you make them valuable. Because the 4 and the 10, there's 3 ways to make them. One of 3 ways is the hard way. So these are the best hard ways to play, 4 and 10. All right, so
Pay the field.
I'm going to pay the field. Okay. Then I'm going, so this is where it's a little bit different for you guys. I need $3, or actually $4, because 3 and then 4. So $4, and it's going to pay you $150. Okay, there you go. And this is going to pay $150. There you go. All right. Sorry. All right. So again, don't underestimate the power of the 4 and 10 hard ways, okay? All right, puck goes off, and this is where you can really look and see how much money you have out here. You have a lot of money out here.
Yeah.
So there's a couple different things you could do. You can go up here if you want to cover this amount, and that's how you go up a level. Or if you get knocked off on here, on the next come out roll, that's when you take all this down and you start over, okay? Because you'll have 140 that's right. If you lose this 140, you have it right here. All right, here we go. 11.
Sucks.
That's the way this goes.
All right, so what will happen is this loses,
Do I
right?
say take me down?
Yeah, take me down.
And so you'd want to just say, because it's a rhythm of the game and they're going to be busy, instead of taking him down right now, just go back right? But then remember, don't leave it here. Reset to 140
And then
once
take-
once the point's established, okay? All right. So don't say take me down until,
I would take my 4 and 10 if it were me, and I was at 125, so I have to do
yeah, so look, yeah, there's a lot of money right there, okay? So there's a 9. So the point is 9, and now what you want to do, in my opinion, is what I would do if I'm down in my bankroll, is I'd reset here, okay?
So then I would say.
So you want to say, give me a $100 9
Give me $100 9
from my
4
4 and my 10,
and my 10.
okay? So they're going
But
to give
why?
you,
What if there's some on the 9 already?
Yeah.
Don't I just need to do it for my 4?
well, take the 4 and 10 down, okay?
Hey, stop
you're
taking
gonna
my money.
you're gonna get $4
I don't want to
back.
take my 10 down, so put my 10 back.
Okay, there you go.
I want to do.
Okay,
There's
you
no
want
$100.
to be a $100 9. Okay,
And then.
Can I have a $100 9 for my 4?
Do you think I should
Take from
the
my
other-
4 to make my 9 look like 100.
So do you think I should take my 6 and 8 down too?
so what I would do is, how much did I give you back? What, 135?
35.
I'd try to get $100 more out of this, but you don't have to, because a couple hits and you'll get it as well.
Can you make my 6 and 8 look like 30?
6 and 8 look like 30.
And then can you make
JJ, just leave it and see what happens.
can you
But if I were gonna do it, I would make my 6 and 8 look like 30 and my 5 look like 25.
It's a 9. Would it really be 30?
what would it be? 18 and 18.
Yeah. So you're already pressed up. This is like the next, you're pressed up 2 levels.
So, but what if I
But
took
one
it
hit
down
on
to-
here, and you collect 1 hit, and you got your money back.
Okay, that's true.
So that's the other way to think about it.
That's your
But a
money right there.
0.7 out would be bad.
And then can I make my my 10 look like 10 and my 5 look like 10 15?
Okay.
Okay, let's do this. Can you make my
You
5
better
look
be
like
tipping
20?
the dealers.
Can you make my 5 look like 25?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Can you make my 5 look like 25? Because then I'll just put this in the field instead of adding 1.
You still want this down?
Uh,
You know a 10 will roll if you take this down.
yeah, I'm sure. And then can you put the dealers inside?
You want this down?
No, leave it. And that's your money? Is this mine? Whose is that?
You just gave it for the dealers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you betting for the
Yep.
dealers? All
What
right.
happens if I bet for the dealers?
You could blame whatever. All right, here we go. All right, there is a 3. Craps 3. Single in the field.
I'm gonna collect for a while.
Yeah, so this is where you want to, there's a 6. $1.
Can you make my 6 and 8 look like 42?
So I need that one more time. Por favor.
See how you went down, Amber, but now you're back up. And I mean, no big deal, but the next level for this is $60.
And that's when you get 100.
Or you could just go to 90, but
Oh, it's not.
I would go to 60 on both of them. If
I'm
it hits
fine just
again, I'll go to
collecting
60
$50
on
at a
both of
time.
them. It pays 70. There's an $8.
Same bet. Oh yeah.
Are you sure you want to collect here, JJ? Looks like 60?
Make my 6 and 8 look like 60.
Okay, so you're going to get 14 back to your rack, so that's good, yeah.
That is good.
It's collecting. You're collecting along the way. All right, here we go. And it's an 8. All right, so now pays 70, but it's 75 for 5. So instead of throwing in $1, you throw in a nickel. 75 for 5.
Can you make my 6 and 8 look like 60?
6 and 8 look like 60? Okay. So did you throw in a, I'm going to just take $1 right here. Okay. 13 back to you. All right. Here we go. 7 out. All right. So, but you got that $75 hit, you know, that you did collect. Very nice. At least you got the hit on it. And so now you're gonna get 140 back to you. So there's the money coming back to you guys. Not that one. Nice try.
Sorry, I thought you were taking.
So, but see, just on a simple roll, like that wasn't necessarily a good roll.
Wait, why
But-
didn't it? Wasn't the point a 9? So I would have gotten the field.
It was 7 out.
Oh, yeah.
So that wasn't necessarily like a great roll, but on an average roll, you can make some money. So now, I don't know if you know, but remember you were 125 down?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're up.
Yeah.
Do you know how much you're up?
Tell
You're
me.
up $200 at least. So
How much is this?
so count it. That's 500, sorry. That's 800,
This was 5.
9,
And this is 100?
10. There's 50, another 50. That's 100.
This is 50.
No, I mean it's close to 50. If 5 of them would be 25. It's 55.
55.
Yeah, so you're $112 up. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So you went from. So what I mean is,
Hey.
you went from 125 down to 112 up, which you won over $200, or close to.
Is this 500?
Yes.
And this is 100?
Yes.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what missing 1.
That's missing 2. It's
So-
450.
Oh.
So you got you. So you're up. How'd you win more?
I played 30 hours 6 and 8 most of the time.
Oh yeah,
Up
she was
high.
up at the
And I
higher
played
on the
my
6
5
and
and 9 higher.
8. Okay. All right.
So I did switch over here to whatever Elisha had, which I thought was about 1,000.
Yeah, he was the same as him. He was down a little bit.
Okay, well I took whatever he had and I brought over.
You brought over your money from over there?
You just had that in
I
already.
had that in.
So it was just 140. So
I
you
didn't
were
bring
at
that, I left
1,000,
that.
Yeah.
So I'm at, so let's say 1,000, 13, 14, 15.
So 1,500. So you're up 500.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Muy bueno.
So, and I think that the challenge on this strategy
So
is
fun.
to stay long enough to where you get that roll. And that's the thing. You have to, once you catch the roll, and like I said, that wasn't even really catching a roll, but once you catch a roll, you can make a lot of money, especially when you're pressing. And that's why I wanted to show you that part of this is the pressure. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll write down from 10 to 25 to 50 to 75 on the 5 and 9. That's the or we did 35 as well. So getting to that 35, 42, 42, 35 and having to throw in $1 for 50 is a great time to collect a couple hits. $50 on every roll is great. All right. I think that's it for today. And thanks for watching. How many people are watching? How many thumbs up we have?
We have 51 people watching, 13 thumbs up.
Only 13 thumbs up?
I know, someone already said that though. Who was it? Red said, I find it hard to believe 77 watching,
So
only 12 likes.
if you up at the top there should be a subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. That would be awesome. Next to that, if you're watching live and on mobile, on this side there is some dots up at the top. If you hit those dots, you'll be able to give this video a thumbs up. And I always tell people, thumbs up isn't about liking it. It's about watching it and seeing it. Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up. All right. So anyway, thanks for watching. And as you might know, my tagline is, because it's all about playing craps on a cruise. Oh, get yourself some merch. Look, Dark Cider, Holy Roller. No, what does this say?
Let's roll.
Let's roll. And get yourself some merch at holyroller.com. And I always like to say this at the end. The tag is, I hope to see you cruising and rolling on a craps table soon. See ya.